Hey everyone, I'm Denise Tova, host of Beyond the Bar podcast, and my guests today are back by very loud demand. Our first episode with these two became one of the most watched things we've ever put out there. The clip of Ice talking about staying in shape because he married a supermodel crossed like 100,000 views, in like a few hours. And it really keeps climbing every day. People want more of them. Well, Ice-T and Coco Austin, welcome back to the show.
Hi.
Hey, thanks for having us back.
Yeah, that's
Oh
cool.
man, this was it flowed so well. And I don't know how about you, but it just felt like a good energy. And I'd say,
Yeah.
let's just pick it up where we left off.
Yeah, I agree. It was good energy.
So now before we get into anything real, I mean, I have to start with something I've been dying to know this. So who's more dramatic in traffic? Who's flipping the finger? Who's screaming at the GPS when someone cuts you off?
I don't think we're both dramatic. I think actually that's that's so weird. We've never been asked that question, first of all, and I've never even thought about it. You know what I do get mad at? You can laugh. You know what I'm gonna say?
No.
Because it was just recently. I don't really get mad. He doesn't get mad. We're kind of just chill people on the street, but we live in an area where there's a lot of bicyclers.
Oh,
A
okay.
lot of bicyclers, and they do not want to use their lane. They do not want to use their lane. They want to be in our lane, and that's how they get hit all the time with people because they never want to be in their lane. So I scream as I drive by them. They don't hear me, but I'm screaming, and Chanel's looking at me like,
Karen.
yeah, he calls me Karen. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. They have a whole path. Why are they in my lane? I have a
Yeah,
car. I have something around me. They have no car. They have nothing around them.
Yeah, where we live, there's a lot of bike traffic. They like to ride in the area we live in and stuff, but they don't bother me. I avoid them.
Every day. Every day it does. But it's
so
not just one or two. It's multiple. It's like hundreds of them. They don't care
yeah.
about us.
We run
No,
it fast.
you know what? It's a cult. I know, and
Yes.
I attempted that many years ago. You put on the tight cycling pants that look like you have a dumpy ass in it because it's just not flattering. So you get in it, and you're supposed to share the road, but it goes both ways. And if those fools don't, I mean, there's a little bit of arrogance, And I
Yes.
lived in Colorado, so it's like we're all
Okay, so
healthy
you
and.
know.
So I totally know, but you know what? Occasionally, perhaps you open that door a little faster out of the car, and if they're not sharing the road, it's like
No,
I'm
we're not gonna
sorry.
do that. Now they roll in packs, so
They
sometimes
do.
when they're in single file, that's one thing, but a lot of times they're multiple of them, and they think they're on the Tour de France and
They
they're in
do.
New Jersey.
They do. They're very, very into it. The whole thing, the helmet, the whole like shebang. But
Yeah.
Chanel thinks
Now,
it's
now,
funny.
now, you're gonna have bike, as if we don't have enough people hating us. Now the bikers,
Oh, same, same.
Can we
the
just finish?
cyclists.
I know I hate when people don't like me, no, but I'm just saying, stay in your lane.
You're the one causing the beef.
Come on, just.
You know what though? But here's the difference though. I mean, there's so many people thinking it, but they don't have the balls to say it. And we're not saying, you ride a bike, you're dumb. We're saying,
Right,
okay, share the freaking road. It goes both
right,
ways. That's it.
right.
That's it.
That's all I'm saying.
I think the thing that I get most aggravated at is potholes.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, I mean, in New Jersey and New York area, they have potholes that will break your car.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
like,
we call it the moon.
right,
You're like, you're riding on the moon over here.
we've actually
Equator.
gone over a pothole and broke two wheels at the same time. Like, bam, bam, blew out both
Damn.
tires on
Oh
one
man.
side. So, New York and Jersey, they have potholes on the freeway out here. You can hit a pothole at 60 miles an hour.
Not good.
So I don't think I would love to meet someone who loves potholes. I think that potholes and mosquitoes, I think I got that. I don't think we're going to run into any backlash over those two.
That's true.
Mosquitoes and potholes. Yeah, I feel like potholes, you're a sick ticket. You know, you know what? The other thing that gets me though, these guys, I call them crotch rockets, when they zoom in and out of the freaking traffic and they
Yeah.
think, shit doesn't apply to them. And it gets me because I've known, these guys, they go to their parents who work really, really hard, and they have their mom and dad take a HELOC to put $100,000 muffler on the piece of crotch rocket, and then they just start cutting in and out of you, and it's not safe, it's not good. So that's
okay. So you get my pain
yes.
at least.
She's talking about motorcycles.
Well, it's the same thing. Motorcycles.
Why we already got cyclists mad at us? Why get motorcycles? Let's just take it easy.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
I know, funny. I know.
You know what? It's so fun. We're talking about little pet peeves, and last time we talked about like the household, and so bringing it back to your house. You guys, you have dogs. You have 2 dogs, right?
Yeah, 3.
3.
3.
Oh my gosh. How old are they?
We got the mother of the 2 boys. So mother is 7, and we got, I don't know.
Sparty, come here.
Come here, Spart. Come here. Come here.
I'll pick him up.
Oh.
Come here. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on.
Oh.
Here. Come on. Say hi to everybody.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
This is Spartacus.
Supposed to be part of the show.
This is little Sparty.
So they're English bulldogs. This
Beautiful. Oh my
This one
God.
is a tough guy. I call him Thugnificent. He does not like men, and he's very
He loves women and is very nervous around men.
He's small, but he thinks he's big in his mind, so he'll bark at you. He's very.
Hi.
Now, on our show, we had the original Spartacus, and we had another dog named Maximus. They passed. This is his grandchild, and he came out looking just like his grandfather,
just like
identical.
Oh my gosh.
The first one's named Spartacus. This one Coco called Sparty.
And then his brother's Titan, and they're twins. I mean, obviously they're brothers. They were born in the same litter. So we got the mother and then the two boys.
And the mother's name is Alexis.
Yeah, she's out here.
She's over there.
She's laying down, but she snores a lot. You'll probably hear, if you hear snoring that's what, it's crazy. When I do Zooms, I have such a problem with her snoring in the background. People think it's me breathing hard. So I have to bring attention to it all the time. Like, okay, my dog is making a really loud sound. It's not that I am out of shape. I got my dog in the background now. But I tell him all the time, she does it to you too. So you probably are not aware of it.
What? When you're
on Zoom?
I don't care though.
Right, but it sounds crazy.
I want people to think it's me.
No. No.
I want them to think that I have some type of, breathing issue.
Oh my God. So wait a minute, what happens if you step in a pile of poop?
Well, they don't poop in the house.
Yeah, they're outside.
They don't poop in the house. They're house trained.
Well trained.
Wow. They also we have these little green mats that are inside the house.
Like fake turf.
Fake turf for emergencies.
Really?
So
it works.
Yeah. So they're very smart.
We built in our house, we built a patio just for the dogs. Because out here it's like cold 6 months out of the year. And instead of bringing them downstairs and, it's like a big thing and you have to go in and out of the, to pee. So we made this patio specifically with fake turf on it and a doggy door so they can go in and out when they please. And that's kind of and it's like genius idea for people that have dogs. You got to have the turf. It really, really saves people's lives. So you're not constantly going in and out. So we're big dog people. So you have to kind of figure out how it works.
Dogs are smarter than you think, and once they understand the plan and they say, okay, this was like this doesn't get me in trouble. They tend to want to do it. The only time the dogs will act up, say if we leave out of the house and we lock them up or don't lock them up and they're roaming the house and they're mad. If one of them gets mad, he'll come in here and he'll piss on the rug or something just to let us know that I'm upset right now.
Yeah.
Titan likes
to. Oh, he lets you know.
One time we have a guest bedroom downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and did we lock him downstairs?
No, he found his way
He
downstairs.
just found his way downstairs, and so when Coco's dad came to visit, he said, "I smell something." And Titan,
and I could smell something too, but we couldn't figure out what it was.
he climbed up in the bed and pissed.
Yeah, on the bed.
Let it rip.
He never does that. He wanted me to know. He wanted me to know that I am not happy, that I'm pissing on an area you like the best.
Yeah.
That's how they show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When they're a little upset.
Yes.
He put you on notice. That's right. I mean, it's he's
You know
like
about dogs. I know you have yours.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is amazing. I didn't grow up around dogs, but for the first time, about 4 years ago, no, 4 or 5 years ago, gotten a dog. And it's like a little fluff ball, and Hudson, he's 4 now, and it's amazing, right? I mean, he knows how to get what he wants more of, and I mean those eyes, right? You can't be mad. It's like, really, come on, and it's
oh, the eyes kill you.
and
Yes,
and I like it more than people sometimes. You know, it's they
so
don't.
the truth.
Well, they have to communicate without talking.
Right.
So they use their facial expressions, they use their grunts and their moans
Yeah.
and whatever, the little barks, whatever. So they're trying to get their point across. And you're talking to them and they're looking at you, and just give them some food and they're happy.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
That's like a perfect partner once in a while. That's like that's it.
Yes, that's so true. That's so true.
Oh my gosh, that is no, they're gorgeous. It's there's something about their energy, and it's unconditional love. It doesn't matter what day you're having. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's nice to have like another characters, as he says it, around the house, because they're
Yeah.
characters. They all have different personalities. They, and they're all little things, like they're little munchkins around the house. I don't consider them dogs. I consider them as another species. Like, I don't know.
Like a being.
Like
Yeah,
a
like
being. Exactly.
yeah, well, you really don't know what they're thinking, they're not thinking. And I think the beautiful thing is they're just being. I think it's us humans overthink shit all the time, just too much.
Exactly.
We're in our heads. They're not.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, you know what? We have a thing where we say good being, Hudson. Just being. I mean, I've learned so much just watching them and just being in a moment.
Right.
Yeah.
So yes, that's the truth.
Wow. What do you guys do with them when you travel? When you go on vacation?
Well, we used to have one dog, we actually would take it with us. Sometimes,
it's easy with one dog.
It's easy with one dog, but now with 3 dogs.
We used to have 4. Now we're down to 3.
So we have a dog walker that comes over, and they also sometimes let us. They watch the dogs when we go away. So, it's definitely like having kids. I mean, recently I had a concert, and we couldn't get anyone to watch the dogs, and Coco couldn't come. So it was one of those.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
wow.
They're definitely dependents.
Right.
They're not. They can't go out and get their own food. They don't. They depend on you. If you're not there, So, but we love them to death. So it's what. That's our family.
Yeah. 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 You don't just. They're not toys. They're real beings. Yeah. You know what? And on that note, how do you? What kind of vacation do you prefer? Off camera when you're not performing. I mean, what's your favorite chill time if you do go on vacation? Is it laying by the beach, doing something active?
Well, we do 2 vacations a year usually. We do a Christmas vacation where we go visit Coco's family. Coco's family lives in Arizona, and that's her mom. Name them.
Oh, all my family, cousins, mom, dad. Everybody, my grandma, they used to live in California, and they migrated to Arizona. And now they're in Arizona. So now I only go to one place, which actually to me is nice, to go to one place and see them all at one shot. So we try to do that at Christmas time and then summertime. But then we also forget, we do take a family trip, like our little extended family trip.
What I was going to say, we do one in Arizona, usually Christmas time, around that, which we have a humble little house in Chandler. My son lives in LA. My older daughter, they live in Atlanta. So we all converge on Arizona. Arizona is cool because it's not LA, it's not Vegas, it's kind of neutral.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can just get everybody out there and have a good time. You got a nice little swimming pool and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we do that. Then after that, I need a vacation from that vacation.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Family vacations, that's a whole nother thing. So usually we like to go to the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're living on the East Coast. Hawaii's too far. You know, you got to travel 6 hours before you start that trip. So we found out by going to, you know, the Caribbean, it's closer to New Jersey, New York.
Hop skip, really.
And then after you've traveled a lot of those islands, you find out they're all very similar.
All of them, yeah.
So much. We go to Bahamas. The people treat us great. It's beautiful. They got a kid park there, water park there. So we usually go to Baha Mar in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And we just went there recently with my buddy Tretch from Naughty by Nature, his wife Cicely, my other friend Seth and his wife. We had a good time.
And then Damon John and Heather John.
They live in Miami.
Right.
So they just hop over.
Yeah.
So Bahamas is kind of like our favorite place to go. It's quick. Because I don't like when I do have vacation, I don't want to spend a full day traveling. I don't want to spend.
Yeah. But we always say, though, we're like, let's try something different this year. We always say that. Don't we have a conversation? Let's try. Where would we like to go? And then we end up going to Bahamas.
It's easy.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
And the food is good. And it's like, it's really easy to get to. Beach, pool, like you said. Hotels are nice.
And fortunately, because I do music still, we travel the world. You know, I got 10 shows in Europe this summer. You know, we go to Asia, we go all over. So that's vacation. You know, before I met Coco, I had never gone on a vacation personally in my life, meaning spent money to go somewhere. Yeah. Because I always did it with work. I was able to travel. I'm like, why would, you know, if I have a show, I can spend an extra day there and enjoy it and get paid. Now she was like, let's spend some money to go someplace to do nothing.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Once again, having a swimsuit model as a wife makes you want to get to a beach now and then. And so I learned the benefits of going to warm summer places with Coco. It's really fun.
Exactly.
No, actually, like he said about the touring, like we've toured so much that I don't know how many tours I've been on with him since I've known him, and we've been to all these spots in Europe, and we go to all these spots saying, where would we like to come back if it was a vacation? So we already said we want to come back to Paris because that's bomb. And Chanel really wants to go to Paris. For some reason, it's in her head. She needs to go to Paris. She just got the Eiffel Tower in Amazon just recently and decorated hers. It's like, what's this obsession with Paris lately?
I told Coco I used to go to Paris so much with the guys, right? I didn't have a girl. I was over there by myself, and I would stand there and look at the Eiffel Tower with my buddy and say, I feel like punching you in the face. Like, this is too romantic for me and you to be looking at this thing. Where I need somebody to bring here. And one of the beautiful things about life is, like, when you have experienced something, being able to take somebody else who hasn't experienced it back to some of these places. So, you know, I've been around the world 3 times and met Coco now. You know, she got to go to China. She's been to Taipei, Singapore, Bangkok, things like that. Going by myself is not as fun as going with my wife or going with my kid. You know, it's a different experience.
You know, and in Paris is like the biggest shoe department I've ever seen in my entire life. I thought I was going to faint in real life, serious. When I went to just your regular little mall, they probably call it something else. Yeah. But they have their mall there in Paris, so we decided just to go venture out. And I walked out on this floor.
No, we
And
went downstairs and the whole floor was
it was, you could see, it was like miles of shoes. I was like,
every designer.
Wow.
Where do you start? Like, what?
She
Like
started
my
to
brain- my-
she started to hyperventilate. She couldn't, because all these shoes she's seen in magazines, and not just the normal designer.
Right.
This is,
Yeah.
now you're in
unique
Paris.
stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, what? I was like, let me just sit down for a second. What is
That's
going
what I
on
did.
here?
That's what I did. I
That's
just
what
said,
he
you know what? I'll just sit over here
did.
and you have a nice afternoon. And she went and did her thing and stuff.
You'll be there for a while.
It was a moment.
That was a moment. Whoa, that was a moment.
I
So
think speaking of that, shopping, we're just rambling now. All the people out there, anybody out there that has a retail store that deals with women, you need a man area in that store. You need
a chair, a
nice chair, a lounge for him to sit
Yep.
down. Now, this is the reason. If a man is comfortable, women get to shop. You get to shop. No, men don't care. They'll
enjoy
stay
it longer.
We'll stay. Put it near somewhere we can see you trying the clothes. We'll sit there and we'll enjoy that all day.
Right.
But if the man is not comfortable, now he's standing amongst the racks. When you go to try on clothes, he's the guy in the place looking real creepy, like standing around at the female store. And he feels awkward because why are you there? Your wife's gone. She's gone. You're the man by yourself there. And you come on. Let's go. A seat will double or triple the money you'll make if you sell clothes for women.
Yeah, guys want to get out of there. Right.
Or give us a comfortable area seat and and you can shop for hours.
True. That's true.
That is an excellent suggestion. So you have a little upscale man cave there, right? You can, yeah, there you go. You stream sports,
TV,
whatever, a little TV action.
Right.
Yep.
And that way he feels comfortable. He's not stressed, and wife can do her thing, have a good time.
You know how many people are gonna do that?
They should. I shop with Coco. I go out a lot, and sometimes I just feel uncomfortable in the store while she's trying on clothes. I'm looking for an area, and that shortens the experience.
Yeah, because he wants to go. I can see his energy. Like, let's go. I'm like, wait, hold on. I need time to look at things. Yeah, but
that's constructive feedback right there. That's good. So he's not trying to rob you of the experience. He wants to get comfortable. You have the experience. That's right. Yeah, no, I think that's a great balance.
Yeah.
That's very smart. Yeah.
And you retail watchers, pay attention.
Oh my God. Well, and I was wondering, with all the traveling, I mean, you've been, as far as your music goes, you have had, and I was curious about that. I mean, you did the heavy stuff. You got into what, heavy metal, rock?
Body Count, yeah.
Yeah. Outside of rap, where did that come from?
Oh, well, the quickest story is when I used to tour with Public Enemy doing hip hop, I would go to Europe and the kids would mosh off of the fast rap. And for those who don't know what mosh pit is, I mean, it's when the cats kind of slam dance, they move into each other. It's not really slam dancing, but they get excited and it turns into like chaos in front of the stage. And I came back and I said, I want that. I want that energy. So I had a friend named Ernie C, who I went to high school with, and I told him we're going to make a rock band. I was very familiar with rock growing up with my cousin who thought he was Jimi Hendrix. So I listened to all the rock stations, KMET and KLOS in LA. And I said, we're going to make it have the speed of Slayer, the impending doom of Black Sabbath, and the punk sensibility of Suicidal Tendencies. And we made Body Count way back in '92.
Wow.
And first album, we got in trouble with the Cop Killer track, which I thought was fair game because there were groups called Millions of Dead Cops and Black Flag had talked against the cops. So I just felt like I was falling in rock tradition,
Yeah.
Hey, the hell with authority, so to speak. Yeah. Well, shit hit the fan and the president came after me and this, that, and the third. But 20-something years later, I think I've been vindicated because people saw what was going on, the George Floyd situation. You
Mm.
saw the way the police were behaving in LA. And I didn't really mean kill cops. I just meant, look, people are mad enough to do it, you know? And, you know, that that has passed. Since then, Body Count has done about 6 to 8 albums. We just dropped an album called Merciless. We just did a show. When was the last show? Just recently.
Ohio.
Yeah, in Columbus, Ohio. We just
Columbus.
performed on Sonic Temple, and we're out this summer. So Body Count is going strong. We're selling lots of records. I have a new Ice-T album coming out. So I tell people I act for the money. I do music to remain sane. Now that might sound cold, but when you act, if you put me in a movie, I'm gonna act until you're happy. That's your script. Those are your lines. It's your character that you created. Okay, that's fulfilling. I love acting, but with music, it's all me. I wrote it. I directed it. I created it. It's my show. So for me to get the same thing from acting, it would have to be a movie that I wrote, directed, and starred in. You understand? So it's two different energies. I happen to love acting, but it's not as fulfilling as the music because
That
it's
makes
not
sense.
truly my story.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, if you would, have you ever thought about writing writing a play, and then
I thought
your life?
about a lot. Here's the funny thing.
Execution.
I've been saying I was going to direct something or write something as soon as Law and Order stops. It won't
Okay.
stop. I mean, I'm going on 28 seasons. So
Point taken.
I mean, I was like, it's going to stop at season 20. I'll have plenty of time to do these other things. Hey, so here we go. We're about to start season 28. So I don't really know if I'll ever have the free time necessary to do my own thing. But I'm not complaining at all.
Right.
Yeah. No. One thing I want to talk about is setbacks and bounce backs, because you guys are the epitome of bouncing back. And I heard you say that, there's you sort of break it down into like disappointment, drama, and tragedy. And it's clear that many people treat, insignificant stuff as tragedy, right? They just let it linger. And one thing that I heard you say was that the key to is the recovery time.
Yes.
So that's what, so when you take a hit now, do you feel that you recover faster than you used to?
And then also you forget to let go too.
Yeah. Yes.
I have a family member that doesn't let go, and it's almost like in order to move on, you have to let go.
Yeah.
You can't keep on holding something for 20 years. You have to let go.
Yeah,
For yourself,
say,
right?
We say
for yourself.
We say it's not all about the come up. It's about the come back.
Right.
Anybody could come up, but you get stripes when you come back. That's when people really respect you. When you had it, lost it, and can do it again, that means something, because it could be beginner's luck. The first one could be beginner's luck. When you do it again, that proves you knew what you were doing. I don't think I come back better. I just think that in life, you don't get better. How I say, life doesn't get easier. We just get better at dealing with the bullshit. We just get better at it. The problems are the same, but now as you get older, you're like, this has happened before. See, what happens is when things happen the first time, you don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now when you get older, you've gone through it before. I've done this before. I know how to address it. Now, when something hits me, I have to cycle it.
Yeah.
I might need a day.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just blow things off, but I have to cycle it. And Coco will know if something bothers me, leave me alone. Let me cycle it. Let me send it through my system. Usually the next day when you wake up, you can get it behind you. The worst part is when you're trying to go to sleep. That stuff wants to come. It wants to attack you. And you can have the worst problems in the world while you're going to sleep. And when you wake up, you're like,
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I was like, what was that?
Yeah. But
Yeah. Well, they do say don't never go to bed angry because it's what I found out also that everything seems so much more magnified when you're hungry and you're tired.
That's Chanel. That's our daughter.
Yeah, she gets angry. I know instantly when she's in a mood. I'm like, let's get her blood sugar's low. We got to get some
Yeah.
food in her. She with one bite. With one bite, I say, look how fast she'll change. With one bite, she will be a different person. Just that one bite will change someone. I'm like, whoa, it's very, very intense.
And also, I say stress is caused by giving a fuck.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and if you get your life straight, God forbid you pick up the phone and it's somebody you care about. If it's somebody you care about, you'll inherit their problems. And if it's somebody you don't care and they tell you the worst thing in the world's happening to you, like, that's great. Okay, cool. Click. It doesn't attach to you in any way.
Right.
But if it's somebody you care, a family member that you care a little, it attaches to you. So I have a thing where I say, my life is great as long as I don't pick up the phone. Like I've managed my problems, but the phone is just an onslaught because people think, well, Ice, you're doing good, so maybe you could help me. And I understand that. I understand it. But
it's like 50 people at once asking for help. It's a lot on someone.
If you care.
It's a lot. It's not just one person. It's a lot of people.
So that's why you gotta figure out how much you care about somebody. When somebody calls you and says, I need $20,000, you say, I care about you about $500. That's how much I care. That's how much I care. You're not at the $20,000 care level.
Oh, that is so freaking honest. And you know what? There's too much. I think it's too much people pleasing. I'm a big believer in you need to decide what's yours and what doesn't belong to you, and not carry somebody else's stuff. That doesn't mean you don't care about them, but in their mind, it's like, I'm telling you no, not because I don't care or love you, is because no is no.
Right.
And and that's that. I still love you, and it's really not. I like to say, even to my kids, when they come with an issue, I say, it's not about you. You realize that, right? The stuff that people say, express, or they're going through something, and it's really not about you. It's about them.
Right.
Well, here's one way to look at it. Every single person, I don't care how old they are, how young they are, my daughter, the kids, everybody, the dogs, everybody, every living thing is going through something.
Yeah.
Is going through something. The kid didn't get the toy they wanted. Everybody. Now, due to the fact everybody, you, me, we all have something we're going through. Who's to say mine is more important than yours?
Right.
So don't expect just because somebody's smiling that they're not going through it too. Every human being, we all going through something, some more than others. And Melly Mel said it in the message, don't push me, I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. So you don't really know if the person next to you is close to the edge.
Right.
You don't know. So, we gotta try to handle our issues and stuff. And I love a lot of people and I look out for a lot of people. But every once in a time, while you're trying to get that peace, don't pick up the phone.
Yeah. And on that note, I'm a big believer, and you on the phone issue. I've heard before. Pick up the phone. Let's talk about it. To me, it's no. Let's not talk about it. Let me text you so you can organize your thoughts. Try to remove the emotional component out of it, and then we can have a conversation, even if we need to.
That's me.
Well, that's Coco. Most of the time people call me, it's about money. Coco people just want to dump issues on her. It's not about money. It's what's your calls about?
Yeah, mine is. But younger, I always needed to be answering phone calls. I was answering his phone calls. My phone was always phone call. If I would almost stress out if I miss a ring or two. Now I could care less about my phone. I could leave my phone. As a matter of fact, I sometimes lose my phone in my house because I haven't been on it for hours. Because to me now, it's very peaceful without my phone. I've actually learned that so much that okay, if someone gets a hold of me, I can talk to them tomorrow or next week. It's
Yeah.
not that big a deal. And if it is a big a deal, then they'll find another way to get a hold of me, whatever. But I feel like that takes some time to getting to know that your phone is the communication. That's like, that is the, what's the
conduit to drama.
Right. Can't look at the phone, but I'm the same way. I'm more like, text me.
Yeah.
Because once you give me on the phone, I'm on the phone for 2 hours with
Yeah.
each person. And I'm like, text me. What's going on? Text me. And then I'll be able to figure out, like you say, through that text, is it really that much a big a deal? Can you figure this out on your own? I think you can. So I'll basically say, okay, I'll get back to you next week. By then, it's diffused.
Yes.
They figured it out on their own.
Yep.
Oh, you're giving away your secret.
So they
Well, you did.
figured it out. They don't need me. You know?
Fortunately, men don't like to talk as much on the phone, and they don't really like to vent. Whereas, Coco will be on the phone for hours and hours dealing with her mother, different people in her life and stuff. Guys kind of cut to the chase. I'll tell a guy like, hey, look, cut to the chase. At the end of this long conversation, we call it the Martin Luther King speech. Me and my friends call it. At the end of this speech, there's going to be a number. Like, let's just cut to the number. Like, what does it cost to fix this problem? You understand? Because your mom fell down the steps, your grandmother's hip and died. That's the Martin Luther King speech. Jump past that to the number.
Or just don't answer the phone. Don't answer the phone, because that's the thing.
It's coming. I know it's coming. At some point, it's coming.
Yeah, you know what? That's gonna be tough. When you have, like you say, you have your loved ones, but even in that loved ones in the family and the friend circle, it happens, and
let me say this though. It's tough, but it's a blessing to be that person that can help.
Yes.
So it's tough, but I got a star in Hollywood, right? And I had a couple hundred friends, different people showed up. There's thousands of people, but a couple hundred friends came out to dinner. I hosted a dinner. And one of my friends was like, look at all these people, And he was like, yo, they just showed up, And I said, okay, you could look at this as a financial issue, 200 people at a 5-star restaurant. But what if nobody showed up? How would I feel about that? So you got to count it like the fact that people do look at you as somebody that can help them. That's a blessing, because they're definitely not calling certain people. They're like, forget about them. But Ice and Coco are good people. Yeah. So you take it. Sometimes it's tough, but there's people that they believe like you look at somebody like Terry Bradshaw, right?
Right.
People believe he has no problems. And that's the thing. You believe certain people have zero problems, and that's not true. Yeah. And that's why you see celebrities, people committing suicide, people on drugs. They got all the money in the world. All the money in the world is not going to help personal issues.
No. No, that is very direct, and that's very true. You have no idea what's going on, and there were so many people in pain, and I think, like with my family, if I had to just say, if I give, it's not going to be a loan, it's going to be a gift. And I will do it when I will do it. And there are no strings attached to it. And just like bringing this clarity, because like in the, my mom's and grandma's generation, you don't talk about money. You just don't talk about it. Yes, you do. Okay, here it is. Here's what I'll do. And that's it. And then if you can, or you choose not to, just, I'd like for it to be acceptable if I say no too.
Well, they say if you loan a friend money, expect to lose one of them.
Okay. Some interesting friends. Oh my gosh, this is funny.
Don't loan it though. Don't loan it. Just say,
No,
hey,
don't. Exactly.
this is for you. I can afford you to have this.
Yeah.
And I'm not loaning it to you. That word doesn't work when you're talking to friends and
No,
family.
no, no. I want to ask about Chanel, but carefully because I know people have opinions, from the outside, and it's usually working with about 2% of the reality. What do you most want to give her as a foundation? And I'm talking about not talking about fame, money, or access. Like what do you want her to carry into, and when she walks sort of into this world?
Well, I've always said that I just want to raise a sweet child. Like I want her to be intelligent and all that stuff, but I want her to have manners. I want her to be like a really good human being around other people and respect other people, because she not only she represents us too.
Mhm.
So, and I feel like I respect everybody that's in front of me, and that I give people time, and I want her to do the same thing. I don't want her to be a bratty kid sitting there like rolling her eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, no, no. I really look at her and I have conversations with her all the time. Like, the reason why I want you to have a good attitude is people see you a certain way, babe. And I have constantly talked to her. I don't know if it gets through her head why,
It does.
but I don't think she knows like the whole world watches her. I think
Yeah.
she only sees like her friends watch her or whatever, but like the whole world is watching her.
Not the
And
whole world.
well, so in this, you can go to Argentina. They're probably looking at her like Instagram. She has a little follower, but she if you look at the percentage, a little bit around the world will watch her. I'm not saying everybody,
Mhm.
but for a little human being, she does not think she's famous. She doesn't think she's a celebrity. I don't even like to say those words too much, but she's known, and she
Yeah.
doesn't believe she's
Yeah.
known. So she just wants to act like a regular kid. So I'm like, okay, you can act like a regular kid, but always be nice. Have manners. That's what people want in life. And so, of course I want her to be smart and all that stuff. That will come along with it. How can she not? She has us.
I think she's picked up Coco's energy. Like, she's really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
The other day we were sitting and she asked Coco for something to eat, and Coco said, "Yeah," and I said, "You're spoiled," and she goes, "But I'm not a brat, Daddy, am I?" I'm like, "No, you're not a brat." you know.
Oh,
So I said, "And we spoil you," But I always try to just let her know that good things are happening because she's being good. As soon as she
mm,
starts being good, good things stop happening for her. And as far as where she is, she's only 10 years old. So
yeah.
I just want her to just, like I say, you judge a devil by his deeds. Never prejudge anybody. Meet people. Give
Mm,
everybody a chance. There are no races. Just enjoy. Now she's a black and a white child. Racism is gonna hit her at some point. Somebody is gonna say something to her, like it hit me when I was a kid, and she's gonna have to deal with that. But we're here to help her deal with that and understand it. It just hasn't happened yet.
Well, her school is really mixed. Like it's all. I mean, all the parents kind of seem like they're all mixed. So
No, but
it's like
it doesn't matter at the school. It'll happen. There's some
right,
place.
but that's where mostly she spends her time.
It's just like you. It's just
yeah.
like some one moment you're gonna run into somebody and they're gonna call you a stupid blonde or something. These people out here that make judgments, and you're gonna have to address it. Right now, she hasn't addressed racism yet. Okay, she's
Mm,
hanging around. Her friends are all different races and religions, so that's all good. Hasn't hit her yet. What hit her is her learning how to deal with boys.
ooh.
She had a boy that liked her, and she didn't like him. And she was so torn trying to figure out how to let this kid down without hurting him because she's so sweet. And tell her Coco was trying to talk to her. And I mean, this was a dilemma. This was a 10-year-old dilemma.
Well, she kept on saying, if everybody thinks that he likes me, no one else will like me, because he's pretty much states that that's your mind type of like, you're mine. He told all the boys, you're mine, and no one go after Chanel. And Chanel
Wow.
wasn't like that. And I was like, you know what? But I was like, you have to be nice no matter what, even though you might think he's a pain in the ass. You cannot act like that. Just be very cool about it. She's like, no, mommy, I can't. He just bothers me so much. I'm like, Chanel, you're gonna get this a lot in life, but you just gotta know how to handle it. And I was just trying to go through the rhythm of everything. And it's funny because it's been going on for months.
These situations I hand off to Coco.
I was going
Right.
to ask.
This is female stuff. You guys know how to do it. Coco had it good when she was growing up. Her sister, tell her how your sister would cut off all her.
Because I didn't want to let people down because I felt so nice. I was like, oh, I don't want to let him down. He's nice, but he's not really like my cup of tea anymore. So I'd have my sister break up with him for me. And I did that my whole life. My whole entire life. I think of all the times that I had my sister get on the phone to say, yo, you know,
it's not happening.
She doesn't want to be anymore. And that is it. I did the issue and moved on. And I did that my whole entire adolescence.
Yeah, but right now where Chanel is, you know, it's just, you know, it's wanting to be liked.
Yeah.
That's what kids are right there. And as far as life goes, you know, of course, I'm a normal father. I want her, whatever she wants to do, I want her to back it up. Like she'll say, well, I want to, what are the things she wants to be?
Oh, a new thing is a nail artist. She likes
wants to do nails.
She wants to do nails.
And also she wants to be a babysitter.
Right.
A modeler. She calls mommy a modeler.
That's cute.
And she really loves theater. She was just theater's a new thing too, because at school she was in a Little Mermaid and she played Sebastian the Crab. And she wanted that part so bad. It's like one of the biggest parts. It's like the main character.
But she slipped up and said doctor. And I'm like, doctor. Like, all this is great, but to the doctor.
Yeah.
Go for that. You know, because I understand show business and entertainment is such a slippery slope. It's so hard. Like, out of the hundreds of people I know, I'm the only one that did it. Hundreds of guys and friends and girls that, oh, I want to be a movie star, actress. I'm the only one that actually pulled it off. So I know how difficult what I do
so
is.
We're training her to have backup plans.
Be an attorney.
Like, you know, don't just have one thing going on. Have many things.
Because the difference is, if you're a dentist, right? You're always going to be a dentist. If you're a singer, you could be a singer for 2 years and be unemployed. Right. You could be an actor for a couple of movies and be through. If you have a real, you know, if you're an attorney, a dentist, or those jobs you'll always have, you know, once you get past the bar and do the different things. So I'm, you know, but am I any different than any other parent that says have something solid to fall back on?
Yeah,
you know, I mean, it's real because I know how difficult this is, you know? So,
But Chanel's very more artsy fartsy. I tell her this, you know, you have the left brain and right brain. She definitely is more creative.
She wants to be a fashion designer.
You know, she has that. She's very you know, has this creative mind and she thinks out of the box. And she does such a good job with it too. I was like, okay, I know where this is going. I know exactly where she's loving.
So I'm like, you want to be a fashion designer? Take business law so you can read your own contracts.
The foundation, basically, right?
Right.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm square. You know, I tried all the slick ways of getting money. At the end of the day, I'm a teacher. You know, hey. Yeah. And you know, hopefully she want to continue to go to school. I know what school does is not so much what you learn there, it's the people you meet there and the contacts she meets will connect to her throughout life.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to steer her the right way. You know, I got 2 kids. They say kids are like pancakes. You fuck up the first couple, you know, so.
Well, and, you know, hey, some parents never learn. It's not like there's a parenting handbook, you know, that comes with it. I mean, oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, so, I mean, you were what, 19 when you had your
Letitia, yeah, I was 18.
18. Okay. Yeah. So you didn't know what the heck you were doing, right?
Not at all, you know, and I was out there, I was an orphan and I was trying to figure my way out. And, You know, the
Yeah.
streets were calling. They don't require any application or anything. You can get out there and find a hustle. And that's why I went into the Army, to try to gain responsibility. But no, no. I mean, honestly, you know, I don't think sanity kicks in unless you have a real mentor till your late 20s. You know, unless you have somebody, and I didn't have any. You know, I was
Mm.
just looking up to other people that had things, and no matter how they got it, I wanted it that way, which was wrong.
Mm.
You know, so
Yeah. And I never actually wanted children too. I don't know if I said that in the past before, but I just saw my mom struggle so hard with, she was a divorced parent, so hard with me that I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to have a child. She struggles too much. I can't do children either. I want to like make it out there. I want to be successful, and I won't be able to do it if I have children. Not until I got with this guy right here. Oh, what are you doing? That's a pillow.
there's a family.
Ah,
No, after
they,
I actually got with him, it's like you have to be with the right person to like say, "Oh, I want a child," because I was never with the right person to say that. So I was like, after 15 years of being together, we were together for a long time. I was like at that point where I was like, you know what? Maybe it's not going to mess me up. Maybe having a child won't be too bad. But it was very much, how would you say, it was a really hard thing for me to do for so long, because I thought that having a child would make me go backwards instead of forwards.
And I
If that
always
makes
told her,
sense.
I said, whenever you're ready, let me know. I can make a baby through a brick wall. Don't worry about me. You know, like just tell me,
yeah.
you want twins? I could dial that in. What do you want? She said she
Dial
wanted a
it in.
girl. Pow, girl.
There you go.
I did. I wanted a
Yeah,
girl, and I wanted one.
it was your mind holding you back, and there you go.
The
Now,
mine was whole. Now, oh my God, I don't know. I always say this all over, but I could have like 20 kids if I knew. Like I just love.
No, you couldn't.
I
No, you
like.
you think that
I.
good.
But
that's
I just loved being pregnant. I know I loved everything about everything. I loved being pregnant. I loved going through it all. I loved having her.
one baby.
I've loved.
One,
Yes.
one baby. This one kid has her so stressed, running from kung fu to
I know.
to dance class to guitar lessons. That is all I hear is, baby, I had no time. I'm running
I have
20.
no time for myself.
How would you just 20 just magically took care of themselves?
No. What I'm saying is, I think I'm more like the effect. I like the feeling of being pregnant. I liked all
Yeah.
of that. I
So you
love
want to
having
have
a
20
baby.
babies, but not take care of 20 babies?
No, of course I want to take care of them. Are you kidding?
How could you
What are
take?
you talking
You
about?
can't take what?
I would figure it out.
For the
I
record,
would
we have no
figure it out.
nanny. We have no housekeepers.
That's amazing. You said it.
It's
How?
I really don't have any time for myself. That's why at one time I had so much Coco like business that I was juggling. So many things at one time that I had to slowly take them down to just more being a mother and do whatever I could at the house, because there's no possible way I have time for anything else. Because I really want to give my all to Chanel.
But there's nothing more important than that.
Yeah.
You know, and as a
Yeah.
man, my thing is like, if you have the luxury of being able to be a super mom, do that. A real guy is never going to turn on you and say you're not bringing nothing to the table or all that old bullshit, because taking care of the child, that's the epitome of any job that can ever happen, you know? So I never really understood, people like, oh, well, I got to go do something. She kind of got all that out of her before she had the baby. So now she's like,
It's true. I did. I did.
We're around a lot of affluent women, and they go,
Mhm.
what do you do? Coco proudly says, I'm a housewife, I'm a mom.
Mhm.
That's it.
Mhm.
And if you got a problem looking down at that, well, maybe, there's something wrong with you, because I don't think there's anything more admirable than being a great mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many things I would like to do. Believe me, I'd have dreams and aspirations, but I was like, this is something that I want to give my all to, because I see her and me. Like, I see those little things. She's watching me. They say that they don't really care about what they don't hear you, but they watch you. And I think that has a lot. So she watches me be nice to other people. She watches me clean. So that's why now she's a clean. You go in her room.
She's starting to cook.
She's
Oh, there you
she's
go.
clean freak.
Wow.
So she watches what I do, which she's not getting that from anybody else. You know, she's starting to cook. She's trying to become a little Coco, you know, and she doesn't want to ever say that. She will never admit that she wants to be like me. Because
That's so
we're
sweet.
completely different.
Yeah, that's the trip though. As a kid, like she's taking guitar lessons.
Right.
But she doesn't want to say she wants to be in the band, right? I'm like, you could open for Body Count. And she loves acting, but she won't say she wants to act.
Right.
So that's that kid thing. Like, I'm not going to tell you
exactly
I'm trying to be like you while I'm trying to be like you.
Yeah.
Can't say it. That's a kid thing.
But you watch them and just a mirror. It's like your little mirror.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we're very fortunate.
Yeah.
Chanel is a doll.
Wow.
She's a very good girl. Just cross her fingers. But yes.
Yeah.
I'm honored though.
She hasn't hit adolescence. That's when she turns. She goes into a whole nother. But I prepared you. I prepared Coco for adolescence. I know what happens with adolescence, and you know, that's when their friends become more important. And that's because they're looking for their own identity. So you say red, they gotta say blue.
Right.
So you gotta learn. But it's scary. You know, it's tricky. But hopefully, one of my boys always said, "You'll never have any problems because your kids know that you're cooler than any of their friends."
There you go.
Cool.
That is, yeah.
I mean, that's all the time too. I do.
You guys are you have stuff figured out. You know, you've been together for a long time, and I know last time we talked about the beginning, how y'all met. We talked about the end. Coco, you flaunting your thong on the internet when you're 80. And Ice having that special white Speedo made, starting the was it OnlyFans page. So now the middle part, though, part is where you are. So what changes like after 25 years? What has gotten easier for you guys?
What's gotten easier?
What still requires work? I mean, because you seem to have a good flow going at this point.
Well, they say this. You know, in the movie The Mac, they said there's only one thing harder than being the Mac. That's staying the Mac.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, you kind of evolve, you get yourself up, you know, you move into this other place in life, but then you want to stay there. So you just, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. You do. It's almost like it's too good to be true. What's gonna be messed up right now? So you're trying to you're like this little. We're like in our little bubble. We live in our little bubble, and it's almost like who's gonna pop the bubble,
right?
You know, it's almost like it's too good, and you can't live like that. You can't live, you know, waiting for something bad to happen. You have to just kind of like be yourself. I mean, Ice has to be his self.
We're nowhere near wealthy, but a wealthy man told me, he said, once a person gains wealth, they spend the rest of their wealth building walls around it. You know, so we're happy. So now we're just building walls around our happiness, just trying to protect it, making sure that this year and next year and Chanel has, you know, everything is straight on our end. And we're also trying to just make sure not to fuck it up. You know, at any moment we could fuck our own stuff up, you know.
True.
So
true.
I think that you just wake up every day appreciative. You stay on it. I have a philosophy that when things are going good, that's when you really should hit the gas. I don't really believe when things are going good, you should coast. I believe that's when you should really hit the gas. So this year, you know, I'm going back for season 28. I got a few other projects in the mix. You know, I'm in the gym. I'm trying to get my muscles ready. I got to get ready because this year I'm really ready to hit it. I got a lot of things happening. You know,
it is crazy because you don't, in this line of business, people don't really understand the entertainment business. You really don't know what's going to happen. You might get a weird ass call that you were not even expecting, and it could have been something you're not even thinking about. But it's it's almost like what's going to happen this year. I don't know. It's very
It's unpredictable.
It's unpredictable, but it's
Yeah.
fun. But you know, you kind of have to kind of wait for that call to come. Like, all right, do you take it? Do you not take it? It's a lot of going back and forth with, because this entertainment, it's not consistent.
Everything
Yeah.
has to do with your priorities, though. And my priority
Mhm.
is her and Chanel. That's my priority. So if I keep her happy, if I keep this household happy, then I can worry about things outside of it. Because I happen to know if you worry about things outside of it and something inside implodes, it all goes down. It all
True.
falls apart. You can't
So
keep
true.
working when your family life is destroyed and everything is going
Yeah.
crazy. And I've got friends going through divorces. I got friends going through all kinds of issues, and they're immobilized.
Yeah.
They're just like, they're just off. So, I just concentrate on my family, my dogs, that, my son, my close family. Keep that tight. Then I can worry about whatever else happens. But I think if you did it right, you've kind of built a situation where you should be good. Over my career, whether I've acted, whether I've done there's something that's going to come along for me. I've kind of built, it's called a career. I built something that will be valuable to some extent. And, we even got a fallback. We got a house in Arizona we paid for. If everything goes wrong, we'll move back there, sell everything, move right back there, and go to Golden Corral and eat.
Living place.
Yeah,
Ever.
we'll be
Golden
eating,
Corral.
at Cracker Barrel for the rest of the way out. So we're good. But I think as you start to elevate,
Yeah.
you actually do start taking on more than you need. Like you end up having
Mm.
extra things. And then you
Yeah.
want to maintain those things, or do you? I noticed that a lot of people, when they do get older, we're not there yet, they'll sell their houses and everything, and they'll move into a condo. They'll downsize.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't need all this.
Right.
I just need this. And
it does take extra work.
we're
Yeah.
still running.
Require.
I think I just hit my stride, honestly. I think IC is really like ready for some bigger things. And I think as long as you can continue to stay happy, us too, that's the main thing. If we stay happy,
Yeah.
Wow.
everything else falls in place.
Yeah. No, that's the foundation. I mean, you're right. It's that hits actually really, really well. It's you spend a big chunk of your life in a survival mode and dealing with conflict and life ups and downs, and then you arrive. And I think we're so programmed to be at war that when you have arrived and you have stuff actually set, the relationship is great, kids are healthy, you go, shit, now what? This is too good. This is too good. I'm ready.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it's just being, it's just
Yes.
enjoying it. Yeah.
People always ask me, how's it going? And I'm like, I say, I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah. Yeah. Smart.
How's it
Wow.
going? And they're like,
It's like even anything, like even with a relationship. If we get on your show and it seems like we got a great relationship, people want to see it fail.
right.
Yeah.
Because it explains their failure. It explains,
Yes.
like, I cannot wait until they break up. They're on here acting like they got it so good.
Right.
And it's sad. It's sad, though. We're more trying to inspire people, like, it can work. You can make this work.
Right.
There'll be ups and downs, bumps in the road, but you can make it work.
It's true. I think people always think that it's gliding just smoothly the whole time we're together. They don't see the highs and lows. You only see what's in the camera. You only see the Instagram page. You only see what's on TV and those little smidgens of those highlights on the red carpet.
They don't see when you set the house on fire. I'm just playing.
You just see when you're sick or whatever, or when you're taking care of a sick child for 2 weeks. You're taking them to the doctor's appointments and all this. You don't see those down moments. You only see the highs. So you just think they're just gliding through like it's all good, and it's not. We have our highs and lows.
It's life. It's life.
Yes.
And you just have to figure it out along the way.
It's life, and everybody is going through some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, everybody is. And, people like that who want other people to fail is because they want to support their own story. They're looking for evidence.
See,
And, but
Mm-hmm.
that
I like
truthfully,
that.
yeah, that truthfully is why I invited you back. And I'm so glad that you accepted, is because we're talking real life. There, no one's pretending that you're not going through stuff. But you are showing that despite all of that, you can build a foundation and just have something constructive and positive to show and say. I am tired of, people who are chasing a headlines and swimming in controversy. It's like, no, this is life, and there's
Yeah.
nothing to it. It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
So
It's
no, this is
life, and it
yeah.
never. I mean, it gets better, but then also you have your, like you said, sometimes the bubbles pop, and then you got to get back together again. It's like, but I
Yeah.
feel like when you're with someone, like our relationship, we kind of know each other to the point where you never know so well, but you know him enough. Or I know like what his favorite foods are. I know his bad.
I
So
think-
much. You just you start talking for each other.
I think the key is you have to appreciate each other.
Yes.
I think you have to appreciate. Like, I really appreciate Coco. Do you appreciate me?
Very, very much so. Like a little.
You have to appreciate it. If you appreciate the person you're with, you're gonna adore them. You're gonna love them, and But when you don't appreciate that person and you don't think they're doing anything for you, that's a problem. So I appreciate everything. I mean,
Right.
and being willing to say that. People are so stuck on themselves. Like, I don't need nobody. I always say, when women say they're independent, I'm like, independent means alone. You know that, right? That's what independent means.
Yeah.
Do you want to be on a team, or do you want to be independent? You want to be on a team?
Right.
I always say, if you want to win every argument, do whatever you want to do. Never answer any questions. Just have everything your way. There's a name for that. That's called single.
True.
It's true.
Yeah.
How are we going to do that with a person?
That's called single.
Yeah.
If I have a
business,
business, I always tell Coco, even though she's my wife, it's like you're a business partner. If I have a business partner, a guy, me and him have to talk about things. We're not going to agree on everything, but we're pushing in a direction to win together. Now, at some point, my business partner might turn on me. Got to be careful of that, But hopefully, I got a real business partner. We're going to take it all the way. So me and her have a lot of discussions about, one of my quotes is, love is not looking someone in the eyes. Love is looking out in the same direction. You got to find someone who has the same goals and vision of the future as you. If she wanted to live in the snow and I wanted to live in the beach, that's a deal breaker.
Yes.
So a lot of times you don't even share the same visions.
Yes.
And we share the same vision.
Yeah, we do.
And I would add to that instead of, completing each other, which to me it's bullshit. You're not completing. You're already complete as it is. You're complementing, and you're stronger as two already complete individuals, but you're together.
Right.
So no one dragging their bag of shit from prior relationship to another. It's like you took care of it, you did your work, and now you strong unit, a couple, and a partnership. So yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, it can work. It can work, but you really got to appreciate the person and love them like that. Like, it's not just basic love. It's like, I really like and need what Coco does for me. She helps me. She does things. A lot of stuff. I'm going to the doctor today. I wouldn't be going if it wasn't for her. I'm a man. Like,
I do a lot of woman stuff that he would never do.
I tell her it's because I'm worth more alive. I told her.
No.
Oh my God.
So I'm definitely, I care more. I'm more of a health conscious person. So I feel like if I am so health conscious, then I got to put it on my husband too. Why I'm the only one in the house and then I could care less about him? No. So I'm very health conscious with my daughter, even my dogs. They eat very, very well. and they have the vitamins in their food and their vegetables very, very well. It's almost like I'm feeding myself with the dogs and with him too.
And notice we have bulldogs, so
Yeah.
she's used to that personality when she comes to
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly. I'm just that personality.
Totally. You were, when I was asking about your dogs, actually, I thought you were describing yourself for a second. I just thought, oh, is he talking about himself? Yeah, the positive and negative reinforcement. You give me what I need, I'm good. You don't give me what I need, I'm gonna go and shit on your bed.
I feel like if you do concentrate on your health and, you know, you'll be able to live longer. You know, the dogs will be able to live longer. You'll be able to live longer. I will be around to live longer. You know, like that's the goal, right? Is to like live and also not just live, but actually fully be aware, not just being here like sitting down, you know, crotchety and stuff, but to actually live a healthy and youthful life.
Crotchety, that's a word.
Crotchety. Yes, it's a word. Have you not heard that word? I say that all the time. Have you heard crotchety?
Yes.
You're gonna Google that.
See?
That's in the website.
No, how many times have I done that? And we've Googled it every time, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna have to use that in a rap." But you know, you want to live the goals to live 100. This is me. This is me. You want to live to 100 years old. So accept the tech world now. Accept it. All the new things that they're figuring out. You know, incorporate it in your routine.
I don't look bad for 85.
You know, I incorporate as much as he'll let me do, right? And so, you know, I'm
89 years old right now because of Coco's.
89. You're almost 100 years old.
Yeah, I'm 89.
So you have to accept, you know, what's out there now. A lot of people won't. They're like, I don't want to go to the doctor. I don't want to take this vitamin. It's gonna give me cancer. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know, but I'm very much like, I will try it. I'll be the guinea pig. It's kind of working on me. I'm gonna give it to you.
Dr. Frankenstein.
I am. I try everything.
Well, you know what? There is a saying that I love. I cannot remember who the heck said it. It's you take care of you for me.
Yes, I like that.
That's it.
You take care of you
for me.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I had some guys that were doing security for me one time. I don't have security. I don't have bodyguards. And I was like, I don't need your protection. And they said, no, we're protecting you for us. We need you around here. We need you to be safe. You're a leader, Ice. We care about you. And we're not doing it for you. We're doing it for us. Yeah. So that I like that. You take care of you for me.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah. Right.
Wow. This was so much fun. We're gonna have to keep this going. I mean, you know, you're gonna put it out there. It's too good, and I think people are gonna get sick and tired of the fact that they're gonna want more. It's like they so want more of just a regular life and interaction, and I think people need some inspiration and also there's a lot of fear. You know, and you're modeling just really healthy relationship, like the real stuff. There's nothing fake about this. This is it. This is you. I say imperfectly perfect, right? That's what we are.
Right.
I think the greatest thing anyone can do is inspire somebody else, especially if it's positive. You know, I mean, you give people money, you can do things, but when you inspire somebody, I think the trick to our relationship is we both fell in love with who we were.
Right.
Like,
and not trying to change it.
She liked iced tea. She liked me with all my, you know, whatever. Iced tea talking shit, being a rock, whatever, da-da-da. And I liked her as being the sexy model and this, that, and the third. And we never changed each other. We fell in love with who we were. And
I don't want him to change.
And we allowed
him to stay that way. A lot of people will try to get into a relationship to change the other person.
That's not it.
No.
You know, pick the person how they are and appreciate who they are and let them be that. And you'll never have any problems, you know? So, you know, when you meet, I mean, I haven't changed a bit. People say, when you get married, it's like, nah, I haven't changed a bit because I married the right woman really fell in love with me and all my bullshit and my gangster shit, whatever. She likes that. That actually turned her on. She was like, I like that. You know, but it's like anything. But you'll find that, like, if a girl hooks up with a guy who's in a motorcycle gang, that's what she likes. She likes this type of this element. This guy's gonna like a certain type of woman. So you got to find your match, and when it works, it works.
It's true. It's definitely true.
Oh yeah, there's so much chemistry. It's just it's amazing. Look, and that's really what I appreciate about the two of you. And I mean, there's definitely well, thank you for being so generous and open. And yeah, I you know, encourage our viewers and listeners to, I always say, you know, stay curious and stay inspired. And you know, they eat the stuff up. So thank you so much again for sharing your story and just yourselves.
Yeah.
Just have the courage to be yourself.
Yeah.
And you know, then you'll find somebody who really likes you. Whatever, you might be a furry. I don't know what you know, you like to wear animal costumes. I don't know, but you got to be that and find somebody who likes that. You just can't pop that on somebody later on in the relationship.
Right.
Give them a whole view of who you exactly are.
But you know what, too? I just thought of this.
Oh,
is
shit.
that most people just I just thought about this when you guys were talking. That the main people that call us about relationship advice and all that stuff, everybody thinks there is this perfect fantasy world when you get with a man or you get with a woman and they are perfect and they're going to have flaws along the way. If you are, this is kind of deep, but if you're with someone, right, and I'm like, you know what, there's one thing I don't like about you, so I don't know if I want to be with you. I'm going to go to the next person to see if they have that. But then now they'll have another flaw.
They'll have different flaws.
They'll have different flaws. So you're going to be bouncing around to so many different people, finding that one person that has no flaws, that are perfect.
Where are they?
There's not one. There is not one. So if you're going to be bouncing around, trying, a lot of people are like, oh, when am I ever going to get married? Or when am I ever going to find the right man? I'm like, well, first of all, take that list that you have, this perfect list that you have, and take it down a notch. Take it down a notch. I have one friend that has.
Well, you took yours down to here from me, right?
You know what? You know what? But you said something really important. And you said earlier, people who are single. Well, they've been carrying that list. And instead of taking down the notch, go get a therapy.
Right.
And the reason why, because that is the bag of shit that I was saying that you've been carrying from, you know, your upbringing, waiting for somebody to fix you.
Exactly.
Has nothing to do with the other person. So until you do your work.
Exactly.
It's a distraction.
Figure it out amongst yourself.
I would say you end up with the person who can put up with your bullshit.
That's true too.
You know, I'm flawed. My friends are flawed. You find somebody who says, I can deal with that.
Yeah.
I can deal with that. Whatever my little whatever's would bother guys about Coco, I can deal with that.
Right.
And you connect, you know, and it can work. It can work. You just gotta stop, like she says, stop looking for this absolute perfection. That doesn't exist anywhere on earth. You know?
No.
Unless you go on the internet, then you could find someone who act like they're that perfect person.
Now they got the AI people.
Yeah, talk about the AI guy. The AI person will say exactly what you want to hear.
Yeah, or just get a dog and be alone. You know, it's but it's so true. It's like, you know, so you put on this mask to attract a person, and then the first time you have a shitty day, you come back and you had a really tough day, the mask comes off or you're sick. It's like, who the hell are you? So to me, it's this is it, as authentic as it can be. Number one. And number two, I'm a big believer. I'm anti this whole thing that opposites attract, because if, like you said, you're a golfer and you need to spend, you know, 30 hours a week golfing, and I think it's like watching the paint dry, then we don't have anything in common. And how much time are we spending together? So that's another thing that.
Yeah.
No, here we
that's
go.
true,
Here we
that's
go.
true,
Here we
that's
go.
true.
Opposites attract, but they don't stick.
Ah, there you go.
Mhm.
They attract until whatever it is, the
Yep.
fascination wears off. Then
Yep.
you separate. So
'Cause they are fascinating.
they're fascinating for a minute,
right.
but
For
they
a
don't
minute.
stick.
For a minute.
You have to be
Yep.
similar.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you have to
Yep.
be similar artistically because art is where most of the calls are. Where we're going to go on vacation, what are we going to eat, how are we going to decorate our house, how are we going to dress.
Mhm.
All these different things are artistic calls, music and things like that. Doesn't have to be exactly the same, but similar.
Yeah,
And you
similar.
can,
Yes.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
match. But good luck, and you know,
Yeah, good luck to everybody.
good luck
out
to
there.
everybody,
Seriously.
man. You know,
I
this
know.
is hard. It's
I
hard.
know.
Humans are so complicated. We're all so multifaceted and complicated. The
Yes.
theory that you can find somebody
To
that can
live
match.
together for so many years and then match each other's energy.
If you do it, that's why there's a celebration. If you can pull the shit off.
Right.
Oh my God. You guys, we're like podcasting now to the world about it's like the real advice on relationships. But you know what? It's really simple. But people just don't want it. They're hiding. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to be seen. It's just easy to complain and criticize somebody
Yes,
else.
yes,
So
very easy.
okay, all right. Yes, it's work. But you know what? At the end of a hard work, there's a great benefit and something good is worth that work. So okay, that's
So
that.
I'll end it like this. When people ask me all the time, I might have said in the last one, Ice, what do you do to stay married 25 years? I say, I know how to be married to my wife.
Mhm.
I know I cannot explain to you how to be married to your wife. Everybody's is different. I figured
Yeah.
out what it takes to have peace in my home, and I'll leave it at that. So good luck.
Love it. Good luck. Out.
Good luck.
Well,
Yeah.
and on
Yes.
that note, seriously, thank you everyone for listening and joining us on Beyond the Bar podcast, to be continued. And until next time, I'll
Yes.
say it again, stay curious, inspired, and just stay yourself, guys.
That's
Exactly.
right. That's right.
I can go after. Somebody gonna
So
be there.
if you go there right now and you stop